If you get mad, even if you get offended, so what you gonna do? Because I guarantee you, you can't beat me up.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sierra.saige. We're getting into some tea. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe before I get into it as well. I feel like she will always stick out to me. I never could tell, bitch, do you want to fuck me? Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to fight? What is it? Every day it was something new with this girl. In my previous story time, I mentioned that I was a part of a dance team. I spent 3 years here during high school, and I met a lot of people that I thought was cool. I remained cool with after. So this is before I became captain. I was relatively the new girl. My first week there, I really didn't go into it with any type of mindset like, you know, I'm trying to be the best bitch on the team. I'm gonna be that girl. I honestly was moving very, very humble and chill because I wanted to see, like, you know, let me see how they move. Let me see how everybody act for real outside of dance. So I'm trying to see, like, who I gotta look out for. It's giving jail initiation, bitch. First day there, I had met Bella. Whenever you're new somewhere, the first person that you usually meet is gonna be your best friend or your fucking worst enemy. I peeped that Bella was very much to herself. I wouldn't say she wasn't cool because I would see her like converse with other girls and stuff like that, but like generally she's a lone wolf. And I could never tell if she wanted it to be like that or either the girls didn't fuck with her, but I know they did fuck with her because people did speak to her. It was not like she was an outcast or nothing like that. There was no bullying really going on. She was just relatively like by herself, you know? I ended up going up to her. I'm like, what's up? You know, like, I'm Sierra. I'm one of the new girls. She remembered me from tryouts. So we had like a little small talk going. I realized, you know what? All right, cool. She'll be a cool girl to talk to. So during the whole first practice, me and her kind of like was like buddy. As a couple weeks went on, I started to get more comfortable and I'm talking to the rest of the girls. And it's really becoming a little bit of a sisterhood, right? And the current captain, when I first came on, we're gonna name her Trinity. And the two co-captains were the twin sisters on a team, Mia and Maya. Now everybody has a name. My first impression of Trinity, I feel like she was a little bitchy. Not necessarily to me or to anybody, but she had this very dominant persona about her, you know, Capricorn girl. Let me tell you one thing about it, the Capricorn girl gonna step. She was very talented as well, very beautiful, very smart girl. Like, she checked all the boxes of that girl for me. Real recognized, real bitch, okay? So me and Trinity naturally just, you know, vibed. And because we had a vibe going on and she was super close with the twins, we all, the four of us, kind of just started spending a lot more time together outside of dance and during practice. As time is going on, I'm not gonna leave Bella out of anything because I'm getting closer with the other girls. Because me and Bella, we had a really good connection. Just the two of us when we're talking. I didn't really see no red flags in her. One day I had asked the girls, I was like, oh, like, why I really don't hang out with Bella? Like, what's tea with Bella? Like, what happened? It really wasn't no smoke for her. They didn't click with her upon arrival, so it never really became a thing. If I met you in year 1 and year 3, I'm not really gonna, you know, try to all of a sudden friend you up. So I'm like, okay, cool, like whatever. I didn't really take it for nothing. A few days after I had this conversation with them, Bella started giving me a weird cold shoulder. And it was so odd because the way she was moving with me, you would have thought we got into an argument a couple days ago or something. I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck's the problem? Like, I came in, I'm like, hey, what's up? I put my bag next to hers. She walked straight away from me. I'm like, okay, girl, like, you got it. I don't know who pissed you up before this, but it definitely wasn't me. So I'm gonna let you rock with your attitude. Practice is going on. She being mad standoffish. I asked her, I'm just like, yo, like, what happened? Like, something pissed you off? She said she's not in the mood. All right. So be it. And one thing about me, I'm not the one to get that shit off. I'm not gonna lie. After I ask you 3 times what's wrong and you choose to play this silent game, I'm gonna pretend like nothing's wrong too, bitch. Cause like, I'm not your man. I'm not your man. I am not doing this with you, okay? So practice is going on and I'm feeling like me and the other girls are having a ball during this practice. Like, we're creating a routine together. It's coming together nicely. Like, we're really working together. I'm like, damn, like, it's giving dream team energy, you know? That whole practice, Bella is present, but she's definitely, you know, like, not really trying to talk too much, not really doing too much. So I'm like, whatever. I'm keeping her in the back of my head, but I'm really not trying to read into it too much because if you say you're cool, you're fucking cool, right? So whatever. At the end of practice, I asked Bella, oh, like, do you want to go get, you know, McDonald's with us? And she just like, no, not if they're going. Put her little earphones in, just walked out. Whatever her problem is, I'm gonna have to text her later or do something about it, but like, she's doing way too much for me. You guys know. Having a friend that's very moody or just very expressive, that she catches like attitudes with you all the time, that's very exhausting to me. That always turned me off. Like, bitch, use your words. I'm not playing this game with you. Okay, like, she doesn't want me hanging out with them if it means I'm hanging out with them more than her. So I'm like, you know what, let me try to organize something where we could all just, you know, get more acquainted, because I thought Bella was cool for real. And it's like, you don't have nothing, they don't have any smoke with you, you don't have a direct issue with them, we might as well just hang out together and see how that goes, right? Wrong. The plan is that we just kind of went to go get our nails and our feet done, and we didn't really do too much. We probably got Chipotle, got our nails and our feet done, and was just chilling and talking. And I'm trying to really include Bella. Like, I'm literally, if I'm bringing up a topic, I'm sitting here dragging her in, because I'm just like, you're gonna have to say something today. Like, I'm gonna try to make this as comfortable as I can, but like, I'm gonna need you to talk, because it started to get very obvious that I'm trying to like orchestrate something. So fast forward, give it like 2-3 months, we all start hanging out and things are pretty normal. We have a group chat. I feel like Bella's loosening up a little bit. Like, she's not as stiff as before. Like, everything was running pretty smooth. But then I started to realize, like, the more we spend time together, the weirder Bella starts to like be. Very much gave the first time I was in a friend group vibes to me, because I'm just like, why are you so pressed to control? Like, everybody's gonna be themselves. Yeah, we're all cool, but you can't control what comes out of so-and-so mouth. You can't control what I want to do. Like, she was just doing too much for me sometimes. But like, I kind of associated with her just kind of like being excited to have, like, I want to say like an official group or something, but I don't know, it started to rub me the wrong way. So let me just start with the first red flag that would piss me off usually. Every single time that someone agreed with me or majority ruled in my favor or whatever the fuck it was, Bella would catch an instant attitude. Like, instant attitude. Let me give you an example, right? So we were at the mall and we're walking and we're like, oh, we're hungry, let's go get something to eat. And she wants to go into a different store before we get something to eat. And the other girls say, yeah, I'm starving too, let's go get some food. Immediately, her attitude has changed. And now she doesn't want to do anything. And yeah, instead of being an independent person and saying, you know what, all right, y'all go get y'all food over there, I'm gonna go get whatever's in Sephora, and I'm gonna meet y'all there. She's catching an attitude because we decided to go eat instead of going into Sephora with her. Does that make sense? I hope this is making sense, because I don't want it to be too petty, because I'm really not trying to be petty about it, but like, they used to always get me, oh, let's not do the routine, let's not do this routine right now, let's do another routine. And they be like, I bet, whatever. She like, oh, why we always gotta do what Sierra said? Why we always gotta do what Sierra said? And it's like, it's not that we're doing whatever I said. I suggested something, the fuck? They thought with their brains and then said, you know what, I don't mind. You get what I'm saying? And I know, like, it can seem very nitpicky. I don't know, I'm very intuitive. I also observe everything. So I usually felt like, where is that energy coming from? Because it really is not that deep. And oftentimes she would make this a problem. The situation would be very, very simple. Like, why do you care? Even if they did usually say, oh yeah, let Sierra pick the spot, or we're only linking the Sierra's there, whatever the case is. Even if that was the case, why does it matter so much? Why is that bothering you so much and me and you are cool? You get me? It gets very much like, why do y'all fuck with her and y'all don't fuck with me the same exact way, you know? So that was my first slight issue. I'm just like, yo, like, everything I say and people agree with, you be so fucking mad that people agree with me. It's not that serious, girl. Like, you make yourself look very weird every time you do some shit like that, you know? Red flag number 2, competing over niggas. Oh my God. I'm very lenient before I throw out the term, oh, you're trying to compete with me over a nigga, because I know sometimes our feminine energies might clash and it may seem like competition, but it really isn't that deep. But Bella in particular, this girl, she would really feel as if, like, if she doesn't turn the head first, or if she's not the one, the center of attention, if boys are around, it's almost like, let me throw 10,000 jabs in this session so they know that I'm really the most desirable one here, you know? And I would always realize it. For starters, number 1, me and Trinity have boyfriends. So like, it was never like, oh, we're really pressed about who's trying to bag us or who's here and who's not there. We really was, and as how I felt about Corey at the time is exactly how Trinity felt about her boo. So it really wasn't tea for real, like, oh, I called dibs or nothing. It's only 3 single bitches here, and it's 5 of us. So y'all got it more than we do, right? So if someone finds me attractive, despite me being in a relationship, does that mean that I'm fishing for that? Before we get into it, because Bella oftentimes felt like because we had boyfriends, we shouldn't be entertaining anything that comes with a nigga at all. So if someone pull up and be like, oh, Sierra, you look good today, trying to flirt with me, she feel like that's attention stolen from her. Babes, it would have been your attention if it was supposed to be your attention. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was just small stuff with that. And I'm talking about, these are guys that like belong to none of us. If it's just niggas that are standing behind us when we're walking outside, she feels as if any of us talk to them first, we're fiending. But if they come talk to her first, that means she's that girl.
Oh, girl, please, bitch, ho.
When it comes to competing over men and boys being involved, I try to take it with a grain of salt, because girls really be showing their ass when they go around. And I really don't want to hold you to that. Maybe it was a bad day of character. I don't fucking know. But I always realize, like, whether it's a guy trying to bag us, whether it's a nigga saying that one of us look pretty, whether it's, oh, let me come eat lunch with y'all, or I'm staying after practice with y'all. She feels as if any male interaction should always be centered around her, or we're fiending, or we're doing too much. I'm just like, girl, like, if you want some dick, go get you some dick. Why are you in my face? Okay. When we've been friends for like damn near half the season, and we've been through a couple ups and downs in the friendships, whether it's someone leaving a group chat pissed at this person, or we had a link up and this person wasn't there, or that person wasn't there, whatever it was. We didn't had a couple fallouts, and Bella is definitely a person. She is officially like a member in the group now. Like, now she's getting comfortable, she's talking to this person crazy, she's expressing herself a lot more. It's not a surprise that we bumped heads literally shortly after, and all of this went to shit very fast. The third red flag. Bella was a mixed girl with a white mama. If you know anything about that, that personality is very an acquired taste. That personality, that mix, that blend, that white mama, black daddy is an acquired taste. So she oftentimes pissed us the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie. She got me tight a couple times too, where I'm just like, okay girl, thank you for the opinion. Next time, keep it to yourself.
Will you spray something?
Yeah. You know, like, and she was very much that kind of girl, but with the white mama battery in her back, I just felt like it used to come off way too strong, right? And I'm Caribbean, and the other 3 girls were African American. Every little thing is ghetto to Bella. Everything is ghetto. Whether if bitches is twerking, if we're talking, when we're not talking proper, everything is a little too ghetto for her. And we're feeling for niggas, oh, it's giving ghetto. Oh, we in the ghetto. This is the ghetto. That's the ghetto. Ghetto. And the thing is, I'm not triggered. I'm real. I grew up in the hood. I'm from the hood. I am the hood, okay? I make it look real pretty, but you know, it's giving her princess, okay? So I try not to be offended. I let people get their shit off for real, but after the first 2 ghettos, I'm gonna ask you, what do you mean by that? Like, ghetto how? What do you know about ghetto for real? If you never was, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just never sat right with me. It was one day in the group chat, a very calm day for real. Mia sends this one boy to the group chat that she was like kind of feeling or whatever, like her new piece. And we're all chit-chatting, laughing, whatever. Bella was the last person to respond to what Mia said in the chat. And she was just like, he a little too ghetto for me. The picture of what I can tell you what he looks like, right? And she goes, he a little too ghetto for me. So I guess it rubbed me in the wrong way going up for her dude. She like,
oh, what's ghetto about him? Everything is ghetto to you. When in reality, you're fucking ghetto. You say ghetto that shit all the time too. You think you're better than people.
They get into this little back and forth in the chat. Voice notes going back and forth, cursing each other out. And I'm just like, damn, like, how this happened so fast, you know? And like, I'm trying to stay out of it for real, because I feel like, you know, not every situation that two of your friends is getting into, you gotta always intervene. Like, I'm not nobody's security guard and I'm not nobody's mama, okay? So if y'all wanna get y'all shit off and y'all wanna curse each other out, can go ahead, because 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna make up, and I don't want this problem to stay for me, for real. But it was getting so high in emotion, I'm realizing, like, oh shit, like, it's not just that she called everything ghetto. Y'all really don't like her, for real. It's not even that deep about her saying that, like, oh, the guy look ghetto. It's more so that you don't like anything that come out her mouth 9 times out of 10. So, damn, like, I kind of feel bad about it because, you know, yeah, me is right, but, like, she took it there. Like, she took it there, like,
bitch, like, we barely liked you. You should be grateful that you're even hanging out with us in the first place.
And I'm like, damn, like, all this for a dude, for real, but, like, you know, I can't tell people how to feel. So this puts me in a sticky situation because I'm just like, yeah, on one hand, Bella might be loudmouth a little bit. She might be very opinionated, very stubborn. She is who she is. But, like, we've been hanging out for about 4 or 5 months, for real. And, like, we had happy days. Like, why are we acting like Bella's a stranger, you know? And that was me getting ahead of myself because I am the new girl trying to orchestrate something. If they really wanted to be cool, they would have been cool. But I'm thinking, you know, maybe it's just like a, you know, my homegirl's misunderstood. I can help you realize the good in her. Because I feel like if you want to see the good in somebody, you're going to see it. Like, you're not going to actively search for bad things. Yes, she may have a moment, but that doesn't represent her as a whole, you know? So I'm trying to take up for Bella, for real. And at this point, we're not in a group chat. I'm private messaging everybody. I'm just like, can we just get back down? Like, and I'm talking with Trinity, and Trinity just letting me know, like, at the end of the day, like, they've been cool for a certain amount of time, and Bella is just, she just do too much, period. And if Mia's mad, Maya's gonna be mad. That's her fucking sister. And, you know, those are my girls. So it's really up to you to, like, talk to your friend, or, you know, we gonna have smoke. I'm gonna just let everybody rest and call it a fucking night. But the ghetto thing was definitely the height of all the bullshit that we experienced, for real. When practice came back around, we were really making a meal out of leftovers, for real. Like, it was getting tired, forced. That argument was too intense for the personalities to, like, get back to regular programming. Like, we was not gonna be how we was just 2 weeks ago. In the middle of them arguing and not feeling each other at practice and stuff like that, I was still maintaining a good friendship with Bella. Like, I felt as if, like, you know, I just kind of told her, like, next time, like, you know, just bite your tongue. Like, you don't gotta say everything that's on your mind all the time. Also, like, the ghetto shit, like, people just don't fuck with it when you're really not from the hood. I'm sorry. Like, you're not gonna get that shit up all the time. And she said it way too much for a person and just, you know, like, it becomes not funny. Like, after the first, like, ooh, child of ghetto, the third one, the fifth one, the sixth one, like, okay, I'm gonna start thinking like what you think about us. You know, we're all black girls, and you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to explain the social politics behind why she cannot say that, or why it might be offensive. After I explained it to her, I was trying to let her know that, like, you know, I'm not picking sides. I'm not gonna choose anybody over you or anything like that. But, like, if we're all gonna be cool, you gotta know how to, like, get along with them as well too. Like, it's not a thing of them or you. She apologized to me for putting me in a weird position, but she said, fuck them other bitches. Like, if they wanted to come at her like that, is what it was gonna be, you know? I kind of respected her for that a little bit. This is where me and Bella had a situation. I don't like to cut nobody off until you do some shit to me. And me and her was going pretty steady. She never snaked me. Everything was pretty cool. She might do annoying shit, but, like, we're good. Fast forward, and I started dating Court. That season ended. Me and her were still friends relatively. I still spoke to her. We still FaceTimed here and there. But I was definitely closer with Trinity and the twins over Bella. So coming into the next season, at this point, I'm about to run for captain. I wanted to, you know, get my name kind of out there in the dancing a little bit more. I'm just like, you know, like, I am that girl. I'm very much comfortable, and I'm a great addition to the team. So I want to run for captain. So me, Trinity, and the twins decided for the new season that we were going to be training heavy. So that entire summer, we were together training every day. Like, we would do walks together. We're making up rehearsals together. Like, we're pitching different ideas to our coach. Like, we were doing our big one together. And I was really excited for it. Walking into the new season, I was acting like a brand new person, okay? Now I'm a year older now, but I look better. My skills have sharpened, and I'm about to keep captain of motherfucking team. I was running for captain, Trin was running for co-captain, and then I think the twins were running for secretary. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of favoritism going on. Because exactly how we wanted it is exactly how we got it. And as soon as that happened, I started to realize, oh shit, this is looking more like a click than ever, for real. Like, now it's really giving, okay, I'm gonna be with them more than Bella. But coming into the season, I never had any like anticipations of that. But as practices start going on, I'm relatively with the other girls more. No, me and Corey started to get more acquainted with each other's friend groups around this time. And like I explained in my previous story time, friends that I had on this dance team, I would really like to call them frenemies. Like, they will catch me in the weirdest position, looking like I'm doing something, record it, like just stuff that will like probably irritate the shit out of my nigga. I feel like they always caught. The crossover of social media started to happen, and that's exactly where I knew it was about to go downhill, because people don't know what boundaries are. I posted that shit on her snap, and that irritated the fuck out of me, because like, one thing about it, I did open up to Bella about how like Corey is. She know what he gives. She know how it is. Like, I had texted her when I got home. I'm just like, why would you post that video of me and Corey when I already told you he was tripping about small shit? And I didn't even know you posted that video to begin with. She just like,
oh, I wasn't trying to post you in particular. I wasn't going out my way to do anything to you. You just happened to be in the video. Whatever you was doing is on you.
Ain't that your friend? Ain't that your friend?
Okay, Miss Ma'am. So after that day, and I'm like, oh, okay, first of all, the tone that I came up to her with was not the tone that I received. So I'm just like, okay, so you're already in your mood. I already see how this is about to go. And you did the most, but I'm gonna let you stand on there. I'm not even gonna push too much. I'm just like, you got it. And I kind of kept my distance from her, because I'm just like, first of all, like I said, I am not the one to choose people, but when you start causing a little too much friction, you start doing the most, and it's looking like I want to choose up, I'm gonna fucking choose up. So we didn't hang out too much after the fact, because be real, like, don't start nothing and it won't be nothing, especially over no petty ass shit. And it's never really about what she did, it's how she react with it, for real. Like, she acts so entitled to do what the fuck she want and say what the fuck she want, like, it don't come with no repercussions. And I'm just like, all right, you got it, you're right. Bet. By the way, after that, I had told Corey to block her, because I'm just like, she'd watch too much face, 1. 2, she's never going to swipe up on nothing that you post. So I don't even see this sense of y'all even being friends for real. You added my nigga to never speak to my nigga, but watch everything that he posts and what I do and what we post. And it's just like, mind your fucking business, okay? So he blocked her. I gave it maybe like 3-4 days. The next time I see her, this girl gonna ask me, oh, why did I have my nigga block her?
Who?
I'm like, first of all, don't ever
I'm not even gonna go there.
don't ever approach me like that. He blocked because he wanted to the fuck, and I walked away, and it's giving very much tension. We walking around this small ass gym together. I see why you was hanging out with yourself now, because you don't know how to be with people. And she's kind of really much by herself. And scrunched up face that she always has is now turned into a frown, and it seems like she's a little bit sad. And I'm just like, yo, like, this bitch is chaotic. Like, now you're sad. You said what you said. You have this demeanor all the time when I'm talking to you. And now you're gonna sit up here and mope around? Be real. So after that practice, I get a text after I get out the shower after practice, and she's literally apologizing to me like, oh, I'm sorry, Sierra, like, you were my only friend for real. I never really cared about X, Y, and Z. I didn't mean to do you like that. It wasn't that serious. Everything that I was saying back to her for real. Like, you didn't have to go do all that. Like, it never gave, like, what? Like, please. Everything that I'm saying to her, I'm just like, I thought that was phony. Whatever. Now all of a sudden she's agreeing. Now she's feeling sorry about it. And I'm just like, you know what? Don't ever do that shit again. But for 2, we're gonna be cool. But like, I really didn't. I think I just kind of lost interest in the friendship, like one-on-one. Cause I'm like, you're hard to maintain in a group, and you're also like very particular one-on-one. Like, it's not really giving. It's not fun. Once it's not fun anymore, I'm just over it. I accepted her apology. And I tried to be as normal as I could moving forward, but like, it really did start to show that like, we're not as close anymore. And I feel like even the other girls that were on the team as well started to realize like, oh, like, what was the beef? Like, fill me in. What's the beef? And I'm just like, it's really not no beef. It's just like a misunderstanding. Personalities just did not click, you know? So it just is what it was. We kind of like deaded all the beef, and it's like no more real side eyes anymore. We're able to have cordial conversations without it being like a thing. I started to realize that all of a sudden, Miss Loner ass Bella, instead of being a authentic, true bitch to herself and just remain by herself like how she usually was, she decided to go friend up another group of bitches on a different team that we don't really fuck with. Don't fuck with, I mean that so loosely, like the most that we ever did was like throw shade or like, you know, yeah, just be shady. Like it's really not that serious. If someone's hair was fucked up and we laughed about it, like, all in all, we didn't really rock with them because it was just different vibes. I feel like every time we've seen those girls, they make it a thing. They take the competition shit so personal and try to transcribe it to real beef, and it's not real beef. So all of a sudden, you lost. Now we're ugly, we're this, we're that. Like, be real with yourself. Take your L and be real over there. Me and the girl just kind of found it weird that Bella now feels like it's cool to go friend them up. And it started from like small shit, like sharing each other's pictures and going to each other's birthday parties. Like, okay girl, like where you was at the other day? Like you've never went out your way to friend up these bitches. So now that you hung out with us for a couple of months and you found out that we don't really rock with them like that, now it's green light to go friend them up? Okay, so push comes to shove, of course. Trinity gets into it with one of the other girls, call them the gross sister. They decided to bring up a little small fact that we know they don't know. Some tea that we never let leave the five of us. That's what we're doing now. Like, you wanted to go hang out with the gross sisters to tell them our business because we no longer want to be friends with you.
Nigga, stop riding that dick, nigga. I ain't riding that dick, nigga.
That's what you wanted to do. The gross sisters were not really cool with Bella. Like, they're not authentically trying to befriend her. They're literally befriending her because she's trying to be up under them. You get me, okay? So after that, I was kind of done with Bella. I'm just like, be real for 2 seconds first. Be real for 2 seconds. Also, you don't feel yourself. Cause one thing about me, I felt out with people before, but like, I'm never the one to go chill with your ops. Like, what? I'm not gonna chill people that actively hated you throughout the entire friendship and then now we're friends. Like, it never gave that, ever. So it was just a little strange to me. That was her first move. And I'm just like, okay, because that was your first move, I'm gonna make that your last move. If we're doing a routine, just follow along, babes. I will not speak to you. And it just became very awkward. I'm just like, why would you do that? And mind you, there were other cliques on the dance team as well. And when, like, you know, we all talk. Once we kind of put them on to like kind of what happened, it just made her look very weird. And it's just like, did you accomplish anything? Like, and when I say telling business, I'm talking about stuff like who slept with who used to do what with who. Everything is about sex.
Might be low. It's like that. Make sure all you own like that. Don't check me. I'm not checking all you.
You left this friend group to go tell other bitches. What? Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, discussing other bitches' pussy with other bitches is a lot of, it's feeling very, you know, it's getting weird. It's getting weird. What do you care? What do you care who was sleeping with who? It wasn't a problem when we was all friends. Now all of a sudden, you got bitches who didn't even like you yesterday calling your old friends a hoe today. Congrats. 2023, Bella still watches my stories down, okay? Let me tell you one thing about it. I don't post often. So when I do post and I see certain names, I just be like, damn, girl, you still know my name? You still know my name?
Touch it.
Definitely one of the weirdest girls I met in my life. I feel like everything she did was for like a reaction. Everything's reactionary though. Like, so if you guys enjoyed today's story time, make sure to comment down below your favorite parts. If you ever had a friend of me that just seemed as if like, bitch, I can't tell if we're cool, if we're not. One day we're hugged up, the next day I'm a bitch. Like, what is it?